morning, welcome to London, where I've come to meet a friend from Doha. My day's in Doha, and we're going to have a look around the British Museum. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos about items that are particularly noteworthy, and looking forward to having a good look around. So we're going to start off looking at a few things. It's incredibly busy on this Thursday morning, and here we have the Rosetta Stone, which led to, of course, I think it was discovered by the French and then acquired by the British somehow or other, and helped decipher ancient Egyptian scripts. It's always good to have at least one goddess to look at. And here we have the goddess Hathor. This bust comes from the Triad statue that showed King Amenhotep III, the palace of Tiglath-Pileser III at Nimrud. Some amazing statues, and look, we've got these two magnificent faces on the bodies of like a horse-like creature with wings. Not quite sure what you call that, and that leads us down this hallway here with various reliefs on, so looking forward to seeing this. Very ancient. I think these are from the Bible era. Look at this script. Yeah, very impressive. Cuneiform, I think. Not 100% sure, but some sort of very neat, like inscriptions here on this magnificent half man, half beast. And then we go into this hall. So here we have quite an interesting relief.
Killing lions as a sport.
Oh, see, this is killing lions as a sport. And we've got some guys who look like they're bashing cymbals, but I guess those are shield and swords rather than that. He's firing an arrow. Chariot going through, and we've got like again some arrows being. Oh, here we've got some instruments being played by the looks, like lyres or harps or something like that, or versions of, and really interesting. And this is from Assyria, about 865 to 860 BC. So here we have a lion, full roar, no human pieces to it that I can see, but lots and lots of writing on, cuneiform writing. Again from modern day Iraq. And some more tablets. This is magnificent. And around about 8 to 900 BC, we're talking about here. So this fierce 15-ton lion symbolized Ishtar, the Assyrian goddess of war, and guarded the entrance to a temple. The cuneiform inscription gives the name of the temple builder. Now we're just nipping to see something about Greece, the Minoans and the Mycenaeans maybe, and just seeing some quite interesting stuff of the bull, someone vaulting over a bull, a little bit like Theseus the Minotaur. Here we got lots of Greek pottery, really interesting stuff. And there's a big pot. Here we have some Greek pots, and looks like little ornaments and dishes. Absolutely beautifully done, must be said. Fantastic. Just so much at the British Museum that's well worth seeing. It's a bit overwhelming. That's very good. So here we come to the most controversial bit of the British Museum. These are the Parthenon galleries, where we're going to see what used to be called the Elgin marbles, because they were brought to Britain by Lord Elgin. And are from the Parthenon. in Athens. So all these objects taken from the Parthenon, including this one, this horse's head. It looks a little bit kind of like Godfather-like. I'll read the inscription. This is not me saying this. It says, "The viewer becomes voyeur, surprising the goddess of love as she bathes. She tries to cover herself with her arms. We are drawn around the sculpture, eager to see her voluptuous beauty from every angle." Well, let's do that. Lion hunting seems to have been like a very much an enjoyable form of sport for these people. So it says the Royal Lion Hunt. We're talking here about 645 to 635 BC from Nineveh, and the king, with his high distinctive hat, races round the arena in his chariot. In an arena. This one, the lion is putting up a bit of resistance, attacking the horse. Misplaced, I would say. It'd be better off attacking the guy on the horse, in my opinion. And we've got another one, a guy with a sling, or is that an axe? Sling or an axe? And then the guy behind with just a spear. And there's a lion again with a spear in his, or an arrow in his mane. So all sorts going on here. And we've got some deer being hunted. It's obviously hunting very popular in Assyria. So here we have the objects discovered from an Anglo-Saxon grave, probably. The Sutton Hoo, and magnificent objects. Here we have the mask, the replica of the helmet, and that is the actual helmet, I think, but obviously much more eroded than the replica. Fantastic. So some more stuff from ancient Assyria, really impressive. Armies with slings, bows and arrows, lots of bows and arrows, lots of slings. Interesting. There's a fantastic museum of Islamic art in Doha. And here we have like the Islamic section of the Islamic world in the British Museum. And here we have In the Name of God. So here we have some exhibits from Iran and Central Asia. The Mongol legacy, 1250 to 1507. Some lovely, lovely, lovely objects. Here we have a sitar. Apparently sitar is Persian, meaning 3 strings. And we've got some more beautiful jewellery here. A bit of pottery, some knives. I think it's fair to say the busts of these 2 characters, they didn't really get on. We've got Charles I here, who ended up having his head chopped off. And here we have Oliver Cromwell. Famously, there's a civil war. Well, more than one civil war in England between those 2. It's interesting, you can tell which subjects are studied in history by British primary schools. But here we're in the Roman Britain section, and there's lots of kids around with their worksheets and things. So lots of school parties, and of course the Roman Britain, popular subject.
sad story. What happens in this time, particularly with the Assyrians, but also in other empires, you have the movement of people. Because when the Assyrians conquered somewhere, they moved populations. Think about the Babylonians moving, when they conquered Judea, moving the Jews from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Here's some things from there's apparently what it's like at the moment. So the old remnants of the ziggurat or towering temple of Ur, 6,000 to 4,200 BC. It's a very ancient civilization. So here we are in the Egypt section. Sudan, Egypt and Nubia. Oh, that's a very nice long corridor. Here we are, 2050 to 750 BC, a Kerma culture burial. Taking some pots into the afterlife. So, the ever popular Egyptian section. Some magnificent mummies and sarcophaguses and jewellery and models. So, really great stuff. Look at this. I hope I get some of these, some Shabtis, servants for the afterlife. Because I wouldn't want to have to do everything myself in the afterlife. So always good to have a few servants with you. Coming into the Americas now. Just finished a book about the conquistadors and about the Aztecs and Incas, etc. So looking forward to seeing some of the artifacts from that period. So there's quite a few different gift shops and cafes and that in the British Museum. It's a huge place. This one looks like the posher end of things. Got lots of really nice things you can buy and price tags to match, of course. Here, 135 gets you this decorated ostrich egg made from a real ostrich egg. So I'm not. I guess it has to be in the case to preserve it. I don't know how robust that is. And here we have the Navigator's terrestrial globe. That'll set you back £275. Very nice wooden structure. So maybe not aimed at your school kids. Not one from the UK anyway. In terms of souvenirs. Oh, a Millery dial, £300. There you are. Nice. So good stuff. Well, British Museum, absolutely fantastic. If you're in London, make sure you call in. I wanted to go to the Aztec section. Unfortunately, that is shut off today. Apparently they're cleaning it and just doing one or two bits of renovation. So that gives me an excuse to come back next time. So from here in London at the British Museum, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.